Hello everyone, Sheffy back at you again, and Pokemon Sun and Moon are just around the corner. Today is November 4th, and they're going to be coming out on November 18th. So in celebration of that, I would like to talk about my top 5 favorite Pokemon games in the main series. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Number 5. So number 5 on my list is kind of a tie, but then again it's not because it's part of the same series. So it's Black and White and Black and White 2. So pretty much Pokemon Black and White and Black and White 2 kind of brought in a fresh new look on Pokemon. Things were kind of getting stale in the original Pokemon games, and that's why everybody didn't really like Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. I enjoyed them personally, but in this game, they added a lot of new Pokemon. Didn't really rely on old Pokemon either. That's the key thing. And then they also brought in different battle strategies, different things that you can do in game. Also, you get at the end of the game, you get the Hoenn Pokemon and I think the Johto Pokemon. I can't really remember. But mainly, my main thing why this is such a cool series is because it does have a direct sequel. It's not relying on that third game that really isn't a sequel, but it kind of is. You know what I mean? Um, but it's actually a new story in the same region with the same characters kind of. But I thought that was really cool. So that's why Black and White and Black and White 2 are tied on my number 5. Number 4. So number 4 is going to be Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Unfortunately, it's not the original ones, mainly because I didn't have the connection that I had with Heart Gold and Soul Silver in the original games. I just didn't get them early enough. But enough about them. Let's talk about them, the Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So Heart Gold and Soul Silver was awesome. It was a kind of a retelling of the original. They talked a little bit about the red and green, I guess, technically, in this game. And then also the sprites. I loved how the Pokemon followed you around. You could see the emotions on their faces, well, kind of. And you could actually, get items from them and all kinds of stuff like that. I absolutely loved being able to see the Pokemon walking behind you. Please, Nintendo, bring that back. Also, it had the little walker thing with you. I love that as well. I absolutely love how you could still level up your Pokemon while walking around in real time. Now we have Pokemon Go, which kind of fills that niche, but it's not the same thing. It's not Pokemon that you put into the Nintendo and is still able to play it. So for those reasons, that's why Pokemon's almost said Sun and Moon, Heart Gold and Soul Silver are number 4. Number 3. Number 3 spot goes to X and Y. This position was so hard to fill because X and Y could easily be number 1 as well, just due to all the innovations that they added into this generation. For example, they added the Pokemon Bank in this generation, which makes it so much easier to switch over Pokemon between games. You can start Pokemon with practically any Pokemon game you can start the Pokemon game with practically any Pokemon that you want. Also, the starters, I love the starters in this game. But the main reason why I love this game was the story. The story almost made me literally cry. I'm not going to spoil anything here. Go check it out. If any game, I recommend playing this game first. If you've never played any other games and if you don't own any of the other games. So definitely go check this out. Number 2. So the second position goes to Pokemon Yellow. And I know, I was there for the first generation. Why isn't that number 1? Technically, it's not better than the number 1, and I'll get into that in just a moment. But for nostalgia reasons, it is number 2. So whenever I first got this game, it was actually on Easter. My grandma and my mom had to scrounge around everywhere in the nearby cities because my town didn't have it and find this game. And whenever I popped it into the into the Game Boy and started playing it, and I saw that Pikachu start to follow me around, I just fell in love. I felt like Ash Ketchum himself playing this game. I wanted to get the same team that he had, everything. And also being able to get all 3 of the starters, absolutely amazing. There's not too much that I can go into this, just because it is the first games. There's not too much to say aside from it was amazing. And that's just with my nostalgia goggles on. Number 1. Number 1 spot goes to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I know it's kind of cheap to go with the newest games, but there's multiple layers onto why I love this game. So the first reason is, of course, nostalgia. This is a remake of one of the best generations so far. And that's saying a lot because I love every single generation. But this generation, the the Ruby and Sapphire generation, really stuck out to me. That was where I got my first level 100 Pokemon. That's the first time that I really just dominated the game and played it and found little things inside of it. Like me and my cousins found like Pokerus, we found bad eggs, I found my first shiny in this game, but Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire takes the cake by far. It takes everything that was good from X and Y and adds on to it. So in this game, you can actually fly on Latios and Latias, which now we know that you're going to be able to do the same thing in Pokemon Moon and Pokemon Sun, but on a Charizard, which is amazing. I'm so glad that they added this in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Also, they revamped the gyms. The gyms looked amazing. The graphics look amazing. The story is amazing. Just this game is absolutely amazing. But on top of this, spoiler alert, at the end of the game, there's actually a second storyline. It's short, but there's actually a second storyline to Rayquaza, and you're able to catch him, make him into a Mega, and then go fight Deoxys in space. It's amazing. I love it. I love it so much. I literally, whenever I saw that, I ran into the living room because I was so excited that I was going to finally get Deoxys naturally, because I've never had the opportunity to really get Deoxys. Unfortunately, I didn't know that was happening, and I couldn't catch him. I wasted my Pokeball on Rayquaza, and I didn't save before I went to Rayquaza, and it was just terrible. I know I'm a noob, but yeah, the little mini story behind that was, it was, the only way that I can describe it is romantic. It was just beautiful. It was amazing. Also, after the game ends, you can go shiny hunting. They made it so much easier in the 6th generation era. And also you can go and find different legendary Pokemon in the little Hoopa portals. It was so weird, but it's amazing at the same time. So definitely, number one is Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Go get this game if you have not got it yet. Go get it before Sun and Moon comes out. Play it a little bit and just have fun with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I sure did enjoy making it. If there's anything that you would change on this list, leave it down in the comments below. And if you don't agree with my opinions, let me know. So until next time, stay beautiful, stay sexy, and stay chefy. I love you guys, and have a good night.